kickoff to get this game started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mountaineers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for a losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's hands early, that's going to be a big key.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Michael Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Plucks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get loud.
It's a seam wide open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Hawkins finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
On the run, it's Fields. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go.
Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Shelton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. Finding some room. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Throwing, Hawkins. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Michael Hawkins. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Mountaineers! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Spins away from the defender. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Fields. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Hawkins fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great to give the offense tremendous field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Duff. He's moving out of the pocket. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Power football with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Hawkins. Out of the backfield, he's open. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Now here's Hawkins. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run inside. It's Fields. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Fields. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Second down coming up. They'll run the counter. Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebacker?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Michael Hawkins fires to the right. He's got an open man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the football on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
It's complete to the right. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Duff. He'll throw it. They're working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Running inside, it's Fields.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Snags it, and he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and pass is effective.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Rushes on him. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Michael Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give on the counter. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Hawkins. Pressure coming. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thompson. Maybe a crease.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. On the move, it's Fields. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's got it on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Maybe some room here. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, in those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Push down for the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And it's gone! Tie ball game here in the fourth. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go play action with Hawkins. Skips away from pressure. Got his man on the right. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They're going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Under fire, and it's a sack.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create. Rhythm, create some more explosive plays and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offense. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to pass, it's Duff. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Really putting... A threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. And
offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throwing, Hawkins. Takes the easy one to the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The 1st down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage played.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Good timing on the quick out. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. He wants to change this route. Michael Hawkins unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Ball to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to